The Pittsburgh Steelers are making waves in the NFL offseason with a blockbuster move that could redefine their offensive identity heading into the playoffs. In a strategic push to elevate their running game, the team has officially signed Alvin Kamara, one of the most dynamic and versatile running backs in the league. Kamara's arrival instantly signals the Steelers' intent to dominate the backfields of playoff opponents and adds a new dimension to an offense that has long been searching for explosive, game-changing talent in the rushing department. Known for his agility, vision, and ability to make defenders miss, Kamara brings a unique combination of power and finesse, making him a nightmare for any defensive coordinator tasked with slowing him down. For a team that has experienced highs and lows in their rushing attack in recent seasons, this addition could be the turning point that propels Pittsburgh back into contention and reshapes the perception of their offense. Welcome back to Steelers Daily News, your premier source for the latest updates, trades, and analysis on all things Pittsburgh Steelers. On this channel, we dive deep into every move the organization makes, from off-season acquisitions to injury updates and game-breaking plays during the season. Today, we're focusing on the monumental signing of Alvin Kamara, a player whose track record speaks volumes. Over his career, Kamara has consistently proven he can impact games not just with rushing yards, but as a dual threat in the passing game, often turning short passes into long, electrifying gains. Steelers fans have reason to be excited because this signing represents a commitment to building an offense capable of competing against the league's elite defenses, especially as the playoffs approach. Alvin Kamara is more than just a running back. He's a weapon that demands constant attention from the defense. His ability to read gaps, exploit mismatches, and break tackles has made him one of the most feared backs in the NFL. With the Steelers integrating him into their system, offensive coordinator plays will have to evolve to maximize his skill set. Expect creative formations, designed runs, and more involvement in the passing game as Kamara becomes a focal point. This isn't just a player acquisition, it's a strategic blueprint aimed at enhancing the Steelers' overall offensive efficiency. The team's front office clearly recognizes that playoff success often comes down to controlling the clock and dominating time of possession, and Kamara's versatility offers precisely that advantage. One of the most intriguing aspects of this move is the impact Kamara will have on the Steelers' existing roster. Players like Najee Harris and Benny Snell Jr. will now share the backfield with one of the league's premier talents, creating a rotation that keeps defenses guessing and players fresh throughout the grueling playoff schedule. Harris, who has been the cornerstone of the Steelers' rushing attack, will benefit from Kamara's presence by facing less defensive attention, potentially increasing his production and extending his career longevity. This dual-threat approach mirrors the tactics used by some of the most successful playoff teams in recent history, where multiple dynamic running backs create matchup nightmares and force opposing defenses into uncomfortable situations on every down. Kamara's influence extends beyond just running the football. His prowess in the passing game allows quarterbacks to rely on him as a reliable outlet, giving the offense flexibility to adopt mid-drive. In a league where third-down conversions often determine playoff success, having a back like Kamara who can catch passes out of the backfield is invaluable. His presence will also open up opportunities for wide receivers, as defenses will be forced to account for his ability to score from anywhere on the field. Expect more explosive plays, more scoring drives, and a Steelers offense that becomes significantly harder to predict and contain, especially in critical moments of high-stakes games. Defensively, opponents will now face a Steelers team that can control the pace of the game with a heavy-hitting, multifaceted rushing attack. Kamara's ability to read defensive schemes and exploit weaknesses makes him a player capable of shifting momentum in crucial playoff moments. Teams that rely heavily on stopping the run will need to adjust their game plans entirely, which in turn can open up the passing game and create a ripple effect throughout the Steelers' offensive strategy. This is exactly the kind of advantage that teams covet in playoff matchups, where controlling tempo and dictating the flow of the game often separates the winners from the rest. The Steelers' coaching staff has already begun developing packages and plays tailored to Kamara's unique abilities. Sources close to the team indicate that Kamara will be heavily involved from day one, with plans to integrate him into both traditional rushing schemes and innovative play-action setups. This hands-on approach from the coaches demonstrates their commitment to fully leveraging Kamara's talents. For fans, this means watching a more dynamic, unpredictable, and high-octane Steelers offense that is capable of making big plays at any moment. It also signals the organization's recognition that postseason success requires not just talent, but the ability to adapt and innovate, traits that Kamara embodies perfectly. In terms of long-term implications, this signing could also influence future roster moves. With Kamara in the backfield, the Steelers may adjust their draft and free agent strategies to complement his skill set, potentially prioritizing offensive linemen with pass blocking and run blocking versatility. Receivers and tight ends could also see shifts in their roles, as Kamara's presence demands attention in both the running and passing games. It's a ripple effect that transforms not just the present offense, but the team's overall identity moving forward. The Steelers are clearly signaling a commitment to winning now, while building a foundation for sustained success in the seasons ahead. This move also has a cultural impact on the team and fan base. Alvin Kamara is a proven winner, a player accustomed to high-pressure situations, and his leadership on and off the field cannot be underestimated. Younger players in the locker room will have the opportunity to learn from his experience, while fans gain renewed optimism for a team that has faced playoff frustrations in recent years. The excitement in Pittsburgh is palpable, as Kamara represents not only talent, but also a tangible symbol of ambition and championship aspirations. It's a statement that the Steelers are serious about contending and willing to invest in top-tier talent to achieve that goal. Off the field, Kamara's addition is expected to boost fan engagement, ticket sales, and media attention. Social media channels, fan forums, and broadcast networks are already buzzing with speculation on how he will mesh with the current roster and what plays will be designed to maximize his impact. Steelers Daily News will continue to track every development, from training camp reports to game day usage, ensuring that fans are informed and connected to every step of this transformative offseason move. This is the kind of news that not only excites fans, but also repositions the Steelers as a formidable contender in the eyes of the league. In conclusion, the signing of Alvin Kamara is more than just an addition to the roster. It's a strategic overhaul of the Steelers' offensive philosophy. With his unique skill set, ability to dominate backfields, and proven playoff experience, Kamara represents the catalyst for a potential resurgence in Pittsburgh. The synergy between Kamara, Najee Harris, and the rest of the offense promises to create a dynamic, versatile, and high-scoring team capable of challenging the league's elite. Fans can expect electrifying plays, innovative schemes, and a renewed sense of optimism as the Steelers position themselves for a deep playoff run. At Steelers Daily News, we are committed to bringing you the latest updates, analysis, and insights on every move, every game, and every player, ensuring you never miss a beat in the journey of this storied franchise.